Welcome again to the channel, Life with Jennifer JM. I'm your girl, Auntie Jen. My viewers, my friend, and my subscriber. Oh Lord Jesus, politics never beginning, no and no ending. Anyway, me see this article in the headline of the Gleaner. Golden slip as oldness rises, but many Jamaicans still unimpressed by either leader. Let me read. As Jamaica edge closer to its general election, the latest RGR Commission done on this poll revealed Prime Minister Andrew Holness enjoy a slight but noteworthy edge over opposition leader Mark Golding in public favorability. Now, I noticed the poll that was sent out, because there's a firewall behind this thing here. Okay, so while we wait for see what the poll will say of Dan Anderson, who will win the next election, there are some commentators who are out there saying some things which must make worthy we observe. Light B. Simmet is saying the election is going to come down to it's all about money and organization. I agree with him. If poll them blue that or whatever that, and we respect the poll, we want to respect the poll. It will give you a vision. But I see that is happening on the ground. Money and organization. Political commentators say better fund and organized party will form the next government. Money and organization are the two factors that political commentator Lloyd B. Simmet say will determine who will form the Jamaica next government after the general election, which is constitutionally due this year. And according to the former member of parliament for St. James Central, the deputy speaker of the House and representative, the Jamaica Labour Party, currently as one of those things on its side, and the People National Party as the other. So this is what he's saying. It is going to come down to money and organization. So from what he said, and that is true, that is very true, and I want us to take it very seriously. The PNP organize the ground and the GLP spend the money. So at the end of the day, we're going to see for organization or money with the election. That is just the living truth. That is the fact. We can say all we want, say the poll can say we all want, but me tell you some serious money I spend on the ground. And PNP do some serious political organization on the ground. For what I have been observing so far, the JLP has far more money than the PNP. They are in a much better position financially and in terms of resources. Also, they are emboldened by the fact that they are in government, so they can access resources. On the other hand, where the PNP has edge at this time is in the organization and the ground. And that is what I'm saying. If anybody not agree with this man this time, we're not hypocrite. It's the truth. From all indication, a lot of work has been done and is being done by the PNP on the ground, where on election day that it will matters most, Simmet told, speak to the Jamaica Observer. Listen to this. Though there's still no official word and when Prime Minister Andrew Holness will call Jamaican to the poll, he has met with all 63 members of government JLP who are expected to vie for a seat in general election, has also entered the pavement in recent weeks, with him speaking at various divisional meetings and workers' appreciation event. It's near, it can't be too long, it have to be nearer. However, the PNP is not to be outdone, as it has also been actively engaging supporters through a series of island-wide meetings with President Mark Golding leading the charge. Simit said that in the final analysis, elections are won on election day, and both parties will have to be well resourced to be victorious. The political commentator also pointed out that politics is transactional, and during election campaign, there is often some amount of vote buying that will take place, be it directly or indirectly. And that is so true. It's time for us to come alive and accept truth. During an election campaign, a lot of transaction will be going on. So it may not be the exchange of money or cash, but a lot of favors are usually given out in order to persuade the voter. And that's where the money aspect comes in. On the other hand, the organization has to do with bringing out the votes. You may pay someone to give the person a benefit to go and vote for you. There's no reliability on that. He or she might not turn up on the election day for whatever reason. And this is where the organization comes in, whereby the runner and everybody has to be on the ground, checking the voters list, continually to make sure all the persons that anticipate will vote for their party actually do so, he explained. Simit stressed that being organized also include having supporters motivated to vote, cautioning that if that is not there, then any number can play. Meanwhile, political analyst Damian Gardner, in assessing the campaign strategy on both political parties, stated that the governing Jamaica Labour Party has seen it fit to focus on its achievement as the party encouraged voters to choose Jamaica, while the opposition is finding and highlighting weakness within the ruling party. The strategy of the government has been focused on legacy and achievement for themselves, and again some initiatives are being rolled out to currently, and the government is conveying that idea that we have worked, we have performed, we have delivered for you, and you should vote for us and re-elect us, both on the record. It's also had some big names. They just pulled Senator Audrey Marks, who had been tapped as candidate to replace long-standing Member of Parliament for Manchester North Eastern Audley Shaw. And when you pull those big names, it brings about a certain level of prestige and credibility about these people you can pull. People with influence and prestige, industry leaders, movers and shakers. That has been generally strategy of the government, says Gardner. If install Marks, the former ambassador of Jamaica to the United States, is expected to go up against PNP Valentine Wint, who has twice lost his bid in parliamentary election for Manchester North Eastern. With the voters' turnout of 34.4% in the last general election, the JLP secured the Northeastern constituency by 6,863 votes, and the PNP 295. When the JLP Audley Shaw faced off with the PNP Donald Jackson, the gap was wide in 2020 when compared to 2016, when JLP had defeated PNP by just 1,006 votes, amassing 8,000 odd to 7,001. With Wint had gone up against Shaw in 2016. They should have changed Shaw. They should have changed Wint in 2020. But anyway, Gardner shared that the campaign strategy of the PNP is to highlight instances of corruption within the government. However, he noted that the alternative policy of the PNP remains unclear. The PNP has attempted to articulate some of its alternative and is now embarking on a series of town hall meetings. The PNP has been campaigning mode for a long time and has been engaging in a series of campaign-related activities, and it will all come down to who manage the day. I agree. I agree with the article. I agree. It's my sentiments. It's mine. I love it. And we see at the end of the day, Because I tell you something, if Andrew Holness was convinced by the poll from February when the Blue Dot say it was 8 or 9 point out, he would have called the election. I don't think he's convinced. If he was convinced, the latest Blue Dot poll also put him a little, what it be, 4 points ahead. And him still not call it. I don't think he's convinced with the polls. And the Gleaner headline speak about favorability, and I don't want people to get it mixed up, because I see some channel I run with it that it's not favorability, it's not who will win the election. So I love this article because groundwork and that day is what will bring home victory. So it's money against organization. And we will see what will win on election day. Will money win for the JLP or organization for the PNP? Your guess is as good as mine. But I'm pulling through. For time come for change. And this country need real change. Leave your view. Leave a comment. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Life with Jennifer JM. And I am your girl, Auntie Jen. I'll catch you the next time. Bye.